Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is the Leo love reading for March 2022. My name is Dorrianne Gray, and it is a pleasure to be reading for you. So let's go ahead and jump right in. This is the Leo love reading for March 2022. If you feel positively about the video, please give it a like and please give the channel a subscribe. Thank you. This is Leo love. Okay. So you got the Ace of Wands, the Four of Swords, oh, the Ace of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Hermit, the Lovers, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Fool. Okay. Leo, so it looks like you are going to be taking a chance on some new love, which is great for a love reading. Seriously. Okay, so, wow. So you've got two aces opening up your reading. You've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. After that, you have the Three of Cups and the Lovers. And underneath supporting these, or challenging, we'll see as we read through them, the Four of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Eight of Pentacles. So you got two fours here and an eight. So 8, the Hermit, and the 8 again. It feels like when you take your Hermit, you're going to have a hermit moment, Leo, where you're going to decide to really look within yourself and eliminate all external voices. When you do that, it's going to come right after a period of celebration. So maybe Leo, as we go towards your season in the summertime, you know, as we progress through March and get closer to your season, you find yourself celebrating more than usual, which is good. You know, maybe your career, it's a time of celebration, or your life, it's a time of celebration. But it feels like right after you kind of have that moment of going out, small victories, celebrating with those close to you, new companions and colleagues, you decide to have your hermit moment. So I don't know if something happens or you have an encounter with someone while you are out that really makes you realize what you desire or what you feel like you've been telling yourself what you need. This is definitely a reading of trusting your instincts. Indicated here by the Lovers and the Eight of Pentacles. So the Lovers represents a choice, and the Eight of Pentacles represents craftsmanship, pride, and spiritual peace. So Leo, I don't know if you met someone, like someone specific, and you had a really great time with them and it made you feel like emotionally whole, like you just really enjoyed your date with this person, and you know, you had a grand time, but then at the end of it you were maybe like forced to make a choice, like, is this person aligned with what I want, or you know, am I prepared to make sacrifices for love? Because in order to bring love into our life, we have to have the time and the space for it. So Leo, if you going into March are now realizing with this Lovers card that you are at a point where you have to decide, that's totally okay. Like, if you want love but you don't have the space for it right now, it's okay to be honest about that. It's okay to go on a date and be surprised by how great it was, and then to be honest with that person and to communicate. Four of Swords here, good for communication. If you feel like you want to see this person again, you should communicate to that person and be like, hey, I don't really have the space for it like I thought I did, but I really enjoyed my time. And I feel like by taking that kind of more mature and that higher road, you kind of bypass a lot of these cards working underneath the surface. The Four of Pentacles here is a card that represents being closed and as well as stability. It's a card of penny pinching and showing that you've reached enough income to sustain creature comforts. But you might be going through an obsession with material things that are not only what you need. So again, to go off the previous point, Leo, if you had an encounter with a person or maybe even some new friends and you really, really, really enjoyed your time, but you're like, you know what? No, like school's more important to me right now. I guess maybe don't deny yourself something because you feel like you have to deal in absolutes. It's okay if you open yourself up to love when you have the space. And it's okay to be clear and honest about when you need this space, Leo. But you could very well be denying yourself a great opportunity if you are always so closed off, indicated here by the Four of Pentacles. Preceding that, you have the Four of Swords, which is about rest, observation, and preparation. So yeah, that's also going hand in hand with this Hermit card. You know, it goes two ways, Leo. It's like, on the one hand, you're like, I have to be not emotionally available to love because I've been working really hard on my career, which is good, right? But then at the other hand, you are trying to take a step back and be like, well, my career isn't everything. Like maybe you're about to reach like the pinnacle of a project, or maybe your boss assigned to you some really big deal and you're about to prove how great and valuable you are to the company. That's all fine and dandy, but work is just work. And just remember, it's okay to make time for fun and it's okay to make time for love. And I feel like that's being really heavily emphasized here by this Fool card. You know, the Fool is showing me, Leo, that take a chance, take a risk, indicated here by that Lovers. Like if you feel like you have to choose between small time celebration and a little bit of healthy distraction, or grinding and solitude and hard work and determination, the Fool here is to tell you that it's okay to do a little bit of both, or it's okay to give into one with, as long as you're in the space for it. This card, remember, it speaks of preparation. So if you feel like you've been doing good and you've been successful and you really have the results to show for the efforts that you've put in, I think that the Fool here is encouraging you to take a chance to kind of give into that like shadow side, but not from a negative sense. It's like, it's okay to feed your desires when it feels like you're ready to. Leo, we're gonna go ahead and get some advice cards for you. So love, right? This is supposed to be a love reading. So you have the Ace of Wands here and the Ace of Cups. Like you will be successful if you go out and do it. And I think you know that. You're kind of just trying to decide whether or not you want to do it. And I always say get some if you can. So I can't understand why you wouldn't, but to each their own, right? So Leo, your love message for March is showing me love is there if you want it, and you can really have a grand time, really enjoy yourself, the carnal pleasures of humanity. But at the same time, don't be afraid to take a risk. Like good love is worth taking the risk. Even like regular mediocre love is worth taking the risk. A love can be such a saturated feeling, and it can give you rose-colored glasses. But love and lust, I'm kind of using those interchangeably, if you know what I mean. Okie dokie, Leo. So you got, bam, Judgment. The Ace of Swords, your third ace. Come on, show me ace. On Page of Cups. Okay, so Leo, wow, your advice. Your advice is choice, judgment. So you got judgment and you got the Lovers. Your advice is to really come to terms with how you are like kind of denying yourself. I feel like denying isn't the right word, and neither is holding back. You chose to make some sacrifices, and this whole time it's been in your best interest, and you've been doing right by you. But you have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. If you know a young, immature energy that feels like they want to offer you love, take it. But don't be afraid of a little risk, Leo, okay? So that's your March 2022 love reading. Let me know how you feel about it, Leo, and I'll see you next time, okay? Goodbye.